Hey gang, Blakes and Bounds from Studio G. Actually, we're outside. Since it's so beautiful in early spring in the Seattle area, we've got sunshine, moderate temperatures.
Yeah.
And you ever notice that when we go to the ball game in the springtime, the weather sucks.
Right, that first
And
game
then-
we went to.
And then when the Mariners are out of town, it looks great.
Right.
And the Mariners are out of town now. They're coming into town this weekend. The weather's going to stink.
I know.
So, anyway.
But we're enjoying it today on Denny's back deck. And well, we're going to talk about a different city than Seattle.
That's right. Los Angeles, Southern California is always sunny, or mostly always sunny.
true.
And you took a visit down there.
Yep.
And you brought your cameras with you all the time.
I do take my cameras.
And you took a lot of pictures. The one thing you didn't take is you didn't find out the hospital where I was born in Glendale.
Okay.
You didn't get that picture.
I didn't get that picture.
And I believe it's still standing.
And as long as we've been friends, I sometimes forget that you were born in Southern California because I just think of you so much as an East Coast guy because of growing up in the
Absolutely.
D.C. area. Yeah.
So those of you from Washington State who hate Californians moving into the state, I left California a long time ago, 73 years ago.
73. Oh my goodness.
It's a long time ago.
So you really were just born there and then the family
I was
moved,
born,
right?
I don't think I even got my first birthday, and bam, we're out to the Midwest.
Off you go. Yeah. Well, as you mentioned, I took a trip out there recently with Liam. And what was great about this trip, Denny, so often when I go to Southern California, it seems like the focus might be amusement parks, Disney, Universal Studios, that kind of thing. And this time around, it was a totally different kind of trip. It was more about seeking out sort of historic Hollywood and Los Angeles, and it was great.
When I think of Southern California, I think of freeways, totally jammed with traffic
Right.
all the time, and all the things that are surrounding Los Angeles. As you said, the theme parks,
Yeah.
and there are other things to see as well. But actually going into Los Angeles, you really don't think about a downtown LA, but you visited downtown LA and found a lot to like.
I did, and I think the thing that amazed me the most was mass transit is in, fairly large scale down there. And I don't know, I'd heard a little bit about what's called the LA Metro, but I just had no idea that it was as extensive as it is. And so one day, Liam and I, we left the car back at the hotel and we took transit only because what we did was go into Union Station, and that's this beautiful train station, historic part of downtown Los Angeles. So Denny, this is the interior of Union Station in downtown LA. It's really a train hub for the city, and as you can see, I mean, just look at how beautiful it is. And as I said, Union Station is just one of many in the downtown LA area. That's sort of the pinnacle for those downtown stations. But just some numbers, there's 2 subway lines that are part of the LA Metro and also 4 light rail lines. So they have a total of 6 lines.
I believe I've been on a light rail line once, staying with my brother in Ventura County, and we took the train from close to his house to the racetrack east of Los Angeles.
Okay.
The NASCAR racetrack.
Right.
So I have been on
On
light
the light rail, right. Currently, they have a total of 121 miles of track, though, and much of it's subway. So pretty impressive.
But there's
really.
more in the pipeline.
But there's more to come. So most of the time we did, drive around Los Angeles. It's the transit system's great, but we had a nice rental car, and we had a lot of fun looking at some historic Hollywood sites, film and television. And one of the best ones, in a way, are you a fan of the Brady Bunch? Do you remember that as a kid?
I remember the Brady Bunch. I never watched one Brady Bunch episode.
Really?
Never did. I was watching other stuff.
Well, that's a sign of maybe the age gap between us of 6+ years, because for people my age, I mean, the Brady Bunch was just a huge part of our childhood, I think. Yeah. So anyway, Liam and I, we went out to Studio City, and we found the house. Some people might remember that in recent times, HGTV purchased the house, or at least organized the purchase of the house, and they totally renovated it so that it would look like the actual set that the show was filmed on. Because the house in the TV series, you only saw the exteriors.
Right.
Yeah, that's really all it was used for.
That's the first, it looks like a neighborhood I grew up in. The first thing that strikes me is that car. That's an old station wagon.
And you know, I don't know exactly how that's come about, but it's there all the time, is my understanding. And so, the house, I think it's rented out. You can see the inside, but I read the rules, and it has to be sort of a group that goes through the house. They don't just schedule showings that often. You have to arrange it ahead of time. It's really a very nice neighborhood in Studio City, not that far from Hollywood.
I wanted to knock on the door to see if Marcia Brady was still there.
Yes, exactly. A lot of us did.
Well, basically, I mean, in the rental car or by Mass Transit, you had a great time in Southern California, and you saw a lot of Los Angeles and the areas surrounding Los Angeles.
Definitely. Concentrating mainly on the downtown and places like Burbank and Hollywood. And yeah, one of the coolest parts about the trip was, as you mentioned earlier, I had my nice camera with me. I took my new mirrorless camera down and took some photos. And so let's take a look at sort of a slideshow I put together. And here we go, some of the spots Liam and I went to in Los Angeles.
Roll a video.
All right, Danny, so our final shot here in the slideshow, that's me at the Academy Museum in Los Angeles, a fairly new museum that pays tribute to Hollywood film history. And there I am at the desk used in the movie The Godfather.
Did you order a hit? Where's the severed horse head?
Exactly. I know.
One of the most shocking scenes that I recall watching in movies was I was fairly young at the time.
Right,
so,
impressionable.
Or teenager, yeah.
Yeah.
Older teenager.
Kind of hard to believe. I mean, it's just a prop, but to sit at the desk where Marlon Brando sat and made so many of those decisions you're talking about. So yeah, it was cool. There were a lot of things like that in the museum. And I wanted to finish with a mural. I took a 300.
You have more pictures?
More pictures. Unbelievable, right? Now, this next one was shot with my little DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which you're familiar with. This is this tiny little camera. And I took a 360-degree shot of this beautiful mural that's in the LA Central Library. So as we go out, what do you think? Should we take a look at that too?
I think so. Thanks for watching, and as we bid goodbye, enjoy the pictures of the Los Angeles Central Library mural.